Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. I am going to be continuing on with the CEPHERIYM series of the book of the Shaymayim, or a collection of the writings of the heavens. We are on 1st Enoch 52. After that period, in the place where I had seen every secret sight, I was snatched up in a whirlwind and carried off westwards. There my eyes beheld the secrets of the Shaymayim, and all which existed on the Eretz, a mountain of iron, a mountain of copper, a mountain of silver, a mountain of gold, a mountain of fluid metal, and a mountain of lead. And I inquired of the angel who went with me, saying, What are these things which in secret I behold? He said, All these things which you behold shall be for the dominion of Mashiach, that he may command and be powerful upon Eretz. And that angel of peace answered me, saying, Wait but a short time, and you shall understand, and every secret thing shall be revealed to you, which Yahuah has decreed. Those mountains which you have seen, the mountain of iron, the mountain of copper, the mountain of silver, the mountain of gold, the mountain of fluid metal, and the mountain of lead, all these in the presence of the elect one, shall be like a honeycomb before the fire, and like water descending from above upon these mountains, and shall become debilitated before his feet. In those days men shall not be saved by gold and by silver, nor shall they have it in their power to secure themselves and to fly. There shall be neither iron for war, nor a coat of mail for the breast. Copper shall be useless, useless also that which neither rusts nor consumes away, and lead shall not be coveted. All these things shall be rejected and perish from off the Eretz. When the elect one shall appear in the presence of Yahuah. Verse 53. I'm not. There my eyes beheld a deep valley, and wide was its entrance. Stop. You're putting life. There my eyes beheld a deep valley, and wide was its entrance. All who dwell on land, on the sea, and in islands shall bring to it gifts, presents, and offerings. Yet that deep valley shall not be full. Their hands shall commit iniquity. Whatsoever they produce by labor, the sinners shall devour with crime. But they shall perish from the face of Yahuah, and from the face of his Eretz. They shall stand up and shall perish forever and ever. I beheld the angels of punishment who were dwelling there, and preparing every instrument of Satan. Then I inquired of the angel of peace, who proceeded with me, for whom those instruments were preparing. He said, These they are preparing for the kings and powerful ones of the Eretz, that thus they may perish. After which the righteous and chosen house of his assembly shall appear, and thereafter unchangeable in the name of Yahuah. Nor shall those mountains exist in his presence as the Eretz, and the hills as the fountains of water exist, and the righteous shall be relieved from the vexation of sinners. Chapter 54. Then I looked and turned myself to another part of the Eretz, where I beheld a deep valley burning with fire. To this valley they brought monarchs and the mighty, and there my eyes beheld the instruments which they were making, fetters of iron of immeasurable weight. Then I inquired of the angel of peace who proceeded with me, saying, For whom are these fetters and instruments prepared? He replied, These are prepared for the host of Azazel, that they may be delivered over and adjusted to the lowest condemnation, and that their angels may be overwhelmed with hurled stones, as Yahuah has commanded. Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Penuel shall be strengthened in that day, and shall then cast them into a furnace of blazing fire, that Yahuah may be avenged of them for their crimes, because they became ministers of Satan, and seduced those who dwell upon earth or Eretz. In those days shall punishment go forth from Yahuah, and the receptacles of water which are above the Shaymayim shall be opened, and the fountains likewise which are under the Shaymayim and under the Eretz, or under the earth. All the waters which are in the Shaymayim and above them shall be mixed together. The water which is above Shaymayim shall be the male, and the water which is under the eretz or the earth shall be the female. And all shall be destroyed who dwell upon the eretz or the earth, and who dwell under the extremities of Shaymayim, or heaven. By these means shall they understand the iniquity which they have committed on earth, and by these means shall they perish. Chapter 55. Afterwards the Ancient of Days sighed and said, In vain have I destroyed all the inhabitants of the earth. And he swore by his great name, Hereafter I will not act thus towards those who dwell upon earth, but I will place a sign in the Shaymayim, or the heavens, and it shall be a faithful witness between me and them forever, as long as the days of Shaymayim and earth, or eretz, last upon the earth.
Never gonna stop, Roscoe. She's not gonna pay attention to you, dog.
Afterwards, according to this my decree, when I shall be disposed to seize them beforehand by the instrumentality of angels. In the day of affliction and trouble, my wrath and my punishment shall remain upon them. My punishment and my wrath, says Elohim Yahuah Zavuot. O you kings, O you mighty, who inhabit the world, you shall behold my elect one sitting upon the throne of my glory. And he shall judge Azazel, all his associates, and all his hosts in the name of Yahuah Zavuot. There likewise I beheld hosts of angels who were moving in punishment, confined in a network of iron and brass. Then I inquired of the angel of peace who proceeded with me, to whom those under confinement were going. He said, To each of their elect and their beloved, that they may be cast into the fountains and deep recesses of the valley, and that valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved, the days of whose life shall be consumed, but the days of their error shall be innumerable. Then shall angels combine together and conspire. The chiefs of the east among the Parthians and Medes shall remove kings in whom a ruach of perturbation shall enter. They shall hurl them from their thrones, springing as lions from their dens, and like famished wolves into the midst of the flock. They shall go up and tread upon the land of their elect. The land of their elect shall be before them. The threshing floor, the path, and the city of my righteous shall impede their horses. They shall rise up to destroy each other. Their right hand shall be strengthened. Nor shall a man acknowledge his friend or his brother, nor the son his father and his mother, until the number of the dead bodies is their death and punishment. Neither shall this take place without cause. In those days shall the mouth of Sheol or hell be opened, into which they shall be immerged. Sheol shall destroy and swallow up sinners from the face of the elect. Chapter 56. After this I beheld another army of chariots with men riding in them. And they came upon the wind from the east, from the west, and from the south. The sound of the noise of their chariots was heard. And when that agitation took place, the Kodashim out of Shaymayim, or heaven, perceived it. The pillar of the earth, or eretz, shook from its foundation, and the sound was heard from the extremities of the eretz unto the extremities of the Shaymayim at the same time. Then they all fell down and worshipped Yahuah Zavuot. This is the end of the second parable. Chapter 57. I now began to utter the third parable, concerning the Kodashim and the elect. Blessed are you, O Kodashim and elect, for glorious is your lot. The Kodashim shall exist in the light of the sun, and the elect in the light of everlasting life. The days of whose life shall enter, or shall never terminate, nor shall the days of the Kodashim be numbered, who seek for light and obtain righteousness with the Yahuah Zavuot. Peace be to the Kodashim with Yahuah of the world. Hereafter shall the Kodashim be told to seek in Shaymayim the secrets of righteousness, the portion of faith. For like the sun has it arisen upon the earth, or the eretz, while darkness has passed away. There shall be light interminable, nor shall they enter upon the enumeration of time, for darkness shall be previously destroyed, and light shall increase before Yahuah Zavuot, because Yahuah Zavuot shall the light of uprightness increase forever. Chapter 58. In those days my eyes beheld the secrets of the lightnings and the splendors and the judgment belonging to them. They lighten for a blessing and for a curse, according to the will of Yahuah Zevuot. And there I saw the secrets of the thunder when it rattles above in the Shaymayim, and its sound is heard. The habitations also of the earth, or the arets, were shown to me. The sound of the thunder is for peace and for blessing, as well as for a curse, according to the word of Yahuah Zevuot. Afterwards every secret of the splendors and of the lightnings was seen by me. For blessing and for fertility they lighten. Chapter 59. In the 500th year, and in the 7th month, on the 14th day of the month of the lifetime of Enoch, in that parable I saw that the Shaymayim of Shaymayim, or heaven of heavens, shook, that it shook violently, and that the powers of Al Elyon, or El Elyon, and the angels, thousands and thousands and myriads of myriads, were agitated with great agitation. And when I looked, the Ancient of Days was sitting on the throne of his glory, while the angels and the Kodashim were standing around him. A great trembling came upon me, and terror seized me. My loins were bowed down and loosened, my mind was dissolved, and I fell upon my face. The Kodesh Michael, another Kodesh angel, one of the Kodesh ones, was sent, who raised me up. And when he raised me, my ruach returned, for I was incapable of enduring this vision of violence, its agitation, and the concussion of the Shaymayim. Then Kodesh Michael said to me, "Why are you disturbed at this vision? Hitherto has existed the day of mercy, and he has been merciful and long-suffering towards all who dwell upon the earth. But when the time shall come, then the power, the punishment, and the judgment which Yahuah Zevuot has prepared for those who prostrate themselves to the judgment of righteousness, for those who abjure that judgment, and for those who take his name in vain. That day has been prepared for the elect as a covenant, and for sinners as an inquisition. In that day shall be distributed for food 2 monsters, a female monster whose name is Leviathan, dwelling in the depths of the sea above the springs of water, and a male monster whose name is Behemoth, which possesses on his breast the invisible wilderness. His name was Dendayan, in the east of the garden, where the elect and the righteous will dwell, where he received it from my ancestor, who was man, from Adam, the first of men, whom Yahuah Zevuot made." I know. Then I asked of another angel to show me the power of those monsters, how they became separated on the same day, one in the depths of the sea and one in the dry desert. And he said, "You, son of Adam, are here desirous of understanding secret things." And the angel of peace, who was with me, said, "These 2 monsters are by the power of Elohim prepared to become food, that the punishment of Elohim may not be in vain. Then shall children be slain with their mothers, and sons with their fathers. And when the punishment of Yahuah Zevuot shall continue upon them, shall it continue, that the punishment of Yahuah Zevuot may not take place in vain. After that judgment shall exist with mercy and long suffering." Chapter 60. Then another angel who proceeded with me spoke to me, and showed me the first and last secrets in heaven, or Shaymayim above, and in the depths of the arets, or the earth, in the extremities of heaven, and in the foundations of it, and in the receptacle of the winds. He showed me how their ruach were divided, or their spirits were divided, how they were balanced, and how both the springs and the winds were numbered according to the force of their ruach. He showed me the power of the moon's light, that its power is a just one, as well as the divisions of the stars according to their respective names. Every division is divided, that the lightning flashes, that its troops immediately obey, and that a cessation takes place during thunder in continuance of its sound. Nor are the thunder and the lightning separated, neither do both of them move with one ruach, yet they are not separated. For when the lightning lightens, the thunder sounds, and the ruach at a proper period pauses, making an equal division between them. For the receptacle upon which their periods depend is as sand. Each of them at a proper season is restrained with a bridle, and turned by the power of the Ruach, which thus propels according to the spacious extent of the Eretz, or the earth. The Ruach likewise of the sea is potent and strong, and as a strong power causes it to ebb, so is it driven forwards and scattered against the mountains of the Eretz. The Ruach of the frost has its angel. In the Ruach of hail there is a good angel. The Ruach of snow ceases in its strength, and a solitary Ruach is in it, which ascends from it like vapor and is called refrigeration. The Ruach also of mist dwells with them in their receptacle, but it has a receptacle to itself, for its progress is in splendor. In light and in darkness, in winter and in summer, its receptacle is bright, and it is an angel. The abode of the Ruach of dew is in the extremities of heaven, or Shaymayim, in connection with the receptacle of rain, and its progress is in winter and in summer. The cloud produced by it and the cloud of the mist become united. One gives to the other, and when the Ruach of rain is in motion from its receptacle, angels come, and opening its receptacle bring it forth. That when likewise it is sprinkled over all the Eretz, or the earth, it forms a union with every kind of water on the ground, for the waters remain on the ground as nourishment to the earth. For El Elyon, who is in Shaymayim, upon this account, therefore, there is a regulation in the quantity of rain, which the angels receive. These things I saw, all of them, even paradise. Okay, next time I will be continuing our lessons here with First Enoch 61 through 70 through 71. All right, I love you all. Baruk haba b'Shem Yahuah. Shalom and blessings.